everyone, it's Lily here from Shine Bright Diamonds 2023, and I'm coming to you today on Sunday, October 5th with another one of my weekly WIP'n chats. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy that you have found my little corner here on YouTube. And of course, those of you that are returning, welcome back. Now, if this is your first time tuning into a WIP'n chat, WIP stands for Work in Progress, and chat is where I chat to you about what's been going on in my little corner here in Canada. So feel free to pull out one of your projects and work alongside me or treat this as a podcast, whatever floats your boat. So let's get into it because it's officially October and I am in full on spooky season. Maybe not completely spooky season, but like cute spooky season. So let me just go over my supplies. The tray that I'm using is just this basic tray here. It's from Yellow Dog Designs. It's supposed to be like a tricolor, so like depending on like the lighting, the main color will look like a lavender or a silver or like a green, like a dark green. But yeah, so I haven't used this one in a video, but I've just been loving this tray. My cover minder is also coming from Yellow Dog Designs. I know last year they were selling little 3D cover minders. I don't know if they're still making them, but anyway. Release papers are coming from Bee's Crafty Corner, which all of my release papers come from, but these ones are cute. They're little ghosties, and I love it. And then the pen that I'm using is this purple sparkly pen. This one is from Butterfly Effect Wares. It was one of their drops this past summer. And I don't know, like for me, because it's just dark purple, it's giving me sort of like witch vibes. I don't know. I associate dark purple with like fun witches. Make it make sense. Anyway, and then I'm super excited about this, but a couple of weeks ago, Creations Moren was doing like a special live drop. And part of their live drop was this little ghost container, which I had to pick it up. I've turned it, it's supposed to be like their putty holder, but I've turned it into just my fun little trash container because I don't know. To me, this doesn't scream Halloween. Like this just screams like an all year thing, like an uh-oh. Because I tend to find diamonds everywhere when I'm diamond painting. And then later I'm like, where in this kit does it go? So I just call this my little uh-oh container. But anyway, so yeah, so this is out because I fling things. Normally I was putting my diamonds just like off to the side, and then I'm like, I feel like I need a proper container, and this just spoke to me. So anyway, that's that. So let's get into it. The kit that I'm working on is Autumn Sunset by Joanna Gerard, which let me grab my diamond painting journal here. Oh my gosh, I lost my journal. No. Oh, the. Okay. Wait. Okay. Sorry about that. Apparently, I buried it under my craft room is a disaster. I need to clean it, and I've just been so busy. We'll get into what's been going on. But anyway, this is the picture here. And I'm sort of out of this chaotic confetti, which I think it was the confetti that was taking me out because that was just a brutal section. It looks really pretty, but ooh, it took me a while. But I'm officially working through this kit. I kind of figured I want to try and finish it before I get into my Halloween Screams SpongeBob kit. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so this is the section I'm working on. It's a lot more sort of color blocking slash line blocking. But yeah, so anyway, that's it. I feel like I've already started this video off to being super chaotic, but it is what it is. So before I get into what's been going on in my life, I want to know, how are you? What is new? I know some of you have been commenting on my videos, and I apologize. I have, oh no, now it's sticking. I have not responded, and I do apologize. Things have just been absolutely chaotic in my life. Um, but I'm really hoping that this week things are going to settle and I can get like feeling a little more settled, if that makes sense. But yeah. So, for those of you that have been commenting and liking my videos, I do see you. I see the notifications, and I promise I will be responding to those comments. Like I said, I'm really sorry. But yeah. Anyway, what has been going on in my life? A lot. It's been so busy. First of all, with work, I am officially in sort of like a reporting period. So work has just been really busy. There's just been a lot of paperwork and behind the scene. I call it the behind the scenes stuff outside of the classroom where you know, I'm prepping for my lessons with the students, um, getting my reports organized. Like it's just been super busy. Um, and unfortunately, the mental load has been a lot. And when I've been coming home from work, I've sort of been just hermiting. I end up sort of on the couch or I take a nap. Like, I've just been super tired. Um, but on the bright side, I'm almost, well, not almost, I am done my reports. I finished them early, which I'm happy about because I don't have to submit anything until I think it's this Wednesday coming. But I'm the type of person where I like to write up all of my reports and then have a couple days to sit on them, then read them over, finalize my comments before I submit. So I'm on the part of my report process at work where I just sort of have done everything, but I want to go back, double check that everything's filled out properly, reread my comments if there's any like grammar or spelling errors, things like that. Um, so yes, so that has just been eating up my mental capacity right now on top of teaching. But on the bright side, I'm almost done. Like come Wednesday, I feel like when I hand in everything, I'll be like, oh, I can breathe. Um, Now, with that being said, I've also been super busy with dance. I am taking two dance courses right now. And they are 90 minutes each. So I've been doing 3 hours of dance in the dance studio, like under instruction. One of them is an intensive. And telling you right now, I was feeling like I was in over my head, but then I spoke to my dance instructor and she reassured me that I am doing perfectly fine, which I needed that because I'm noticing that I am starting to spiral a bit with this feeling of wanting to be perfect and feeling like I need to do everything in a day when really that's not the case. It's okay to not get through everything in a day, to, break up my tasks or things I need to do. So when I was talking to her last week about, just not feeling like I'm doing the best I can, and her saying, like, it's okay, like, you don't have to accomplish everything in a day. You can, do a little bit every day. Um, that really spoke to me. And not just in like my life outside of work, but also like at work, realizing that there's always going to be something I need to do. Um, and really just sort of remind me that it's okay if I don't do everything, right? I'm only human, I am not perfect. And if I can't finish everything, it'll be there tomorrow. So that little heart to heart with my dance instructor really helped me. And I think it also helped me with sort of how I ended my week because my intensive dance lesson, where I was feeling like I was very inadequate, I wasn't doing, as good as I feel like I should be. That conversation with her happened on Thursday. So Friday, I was feeling, dreading Friday because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much happening. How am I going to get everything done? And, that little conversation, it just sort of, whew, with me. So that was really, really helpful. And I don't know, like, I don't know if my dance instructor knows the impact that those words had on me on Thursday. But honestly, I'm just thankful for that gentle reminder because this past weekend was crazy in the best of ways possible. So, first of all, Friday, I had release time from my classroom. So, a supply teacher covered for me. I was in the building, and that was my day to work on the reports, collaborate with my like fellow educators, because you know we do have like department initiatives. So it was a day where I was released from my classroom. I was in the building. I mean, if they really needed me, they could call me to the classroom. But I was sort of in meetings, doing up reports, and just, getting things done. And on top of all that, Friday was also the release of Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl, which I, being the royal menace I am, decided that I would get myself a ticket to go see Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl release party in theaters Friday night. Why I chose Friday night, I don't know, because I am always exhausted. By the time Friday comes along, I'm just exhausted. I'm mentally done. I just normally Friday nights when I get home, I just sort of am very low key. Like I'll do laundry. I sort of will put on my favorite TV show, aka Below Deck, and I just relax. But I decided, no, I want to go see the release party. So Friday after work, that's what I ended up doing. Was I exhausted? Yes. Did I nap before going? 100%. Even though the ticket, like my viewing was at 7 p.m. Like I had to be at the theater for 7 p.m. So in reality, it wasn't that late. But considering work took me out this week, it felt very late to me. But honestly, I'm really happy I went. It was so much fun being in the movie theater again with other Swifties. The last time I went was to see the Eras Tour concert movie because I was not successful getting Eras Tour tickets. So seeing that, being around other Swifties, obviously a lot of people were dressed up. I was in like full on sequins, which was a lot of fun. Because one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs is Bejeweled from her Midnight's album. And I don't know. I honestly love the Midnight's album. That's one of my favorite eras. I think because it just screams to me like just that glitter, that fun. And yes, so I was decked out in sequins. It was a lot of fun. I don't want to give too many spoilers because I know some people might still want to go see the release party thingy in theaters. Although I think it was this weekend only. I'm not too sure if it's like extended or whatever. But honestly, after seeing that and being in the theater with other Swifties, singing along to the new album, um, it was just so much fun. And honestly, I am obsessed with her new album. Like obsessed. It is been on repeat. That's like the only thing I've been listening to since Friday. It's pretty bad. Like I feel I I am embracing a showgirl era. I just love that it's just like this fun, carefree pop music. Um, and honestly, I'm digging it. Like I like the idea of like the theme and sort of, this era for Taylor Swift is just full of love and just being happy. So I'm like, yes, let's. So anyway, I won't go on any further, but that was my Friday. When I came home from it, I fell asleep. I literally crashed. But on Saturday, a friend came down to visit me, and my friend and I ended up going to one of the creeks nearby that connects to a larger river in my community to try and see the salmon run. So, fun fact, I'm a really big nerd. And I am very proud of my weird nerdiness of just wanting to watch the salmon run. So, in Ontario, the salmon in the fall will run. And we say run because they are in the river and they are essentially following the river current. Um, and it almost looks like they're racing each other. and it's really cool. Unfortunately, it was super hot, so my friend and I didn't see like a bunch of salmon running, because salmon tend to run in like the cooler weather, but it's been like abnormally hot. We saw one. It was really cool and it was huge. I was very excited. But yeah, so my friend and I, we were at like the conservation park that has the creek that typically the salmon run through. And then afterwards, my friend and I went to the mall and we hung out. We went into Uniqlo and I saw like the cutest. So Uniqlo has like these teddy bear sweaters and I am obsessed with them. I have one, but it's like really worn, so I need a new one. So I went and scouted. I didn't buy one, even though I probably should have. But yes, so I was in Uniqlo. They had so many just soft, cozy clothing items, and I'm like, yes. So will I be going back and getting myself a new teddy bear sweater for this coming fall winter? 100%. I just don't know what color to get. But anyway, so that was that. And then today was busy because I drove up to my brother's place and I carpooled with my brother and my sister-in-law to go visit my grandmother. Um, and while we were there, we found out that my cousins from the States were actually visiting too. So it ended up being an all day event. So I got home really late, and on my way home, I ended up having to pick up Subway for dinner because that is how unorganized I have been with my food. But on the bright side, I'm finally home and I just am going to be having a cozy evening because I am determined to work on this diamond painting, get some more of it done, and hopefully be starting my SpongeBob diamond painting that I kitted up almost, yeah, a week ago. Yeah, I haven't even started that kit. I kitted it up because I thought that I was facing burnout with this kit, but then it turns out it was not burnout of the kit. It was just burnout from that confetti section. So anyway, that's that. So that's been my week slash weekend. It has been ridiculously busy. This coming week is busy because in Canada, we're approaching Thanksgiving. So it's going to be a long weekend, and I'm really excited because it means that I'm off for 3 days, which honestly, I need it. So this week coming, tomorrow being Monday, I have a staff meeting after work, like after school, and then I have a medical appointment after that. And then Tuesday I have dance. Wednesday I don't have anything. Thursday I've got dance. Friday is a professional development day at work. So the students are not in the building, but like teaching staff have to be there and we're like in meetings all day. And then boom, it's Thanksgiving. And I seriously need to do groceries because I need to pick up apples. Because every year for Thanksgiving, I make an apple crisp. That's like my thing. Um, so I got to make the apple crisp because my family, we do Thanksgiving on the Saturday. And then I'm not too sure what's happening on the Sunday. And then the Monday, which is Thanksgiving Monday, um, I have another friend coming to visit me for the day. And I guess we're sort of doing like our own version of Thanksgiving, like Friendsgiving, and then I'm back to work. So it's sort of a busy week, but I think it's going to be a good week. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, so that's that. Those are my life updates. Now, in terms of diamond painting updates, first of all, I want to apologize for not getting a video out last Thursday. Um, yeah, I just wasn't in the right headspace to film. Um, I was also just feeling very tired, but I'm going to try my best to get up another video on for this coming Thursday because I ended up this past week. Um, my order from Creations Morin came this weekend, and part of my order was like me participating in their Facebook Live event. And I ended up winning a gift pack that included some diamond painting accessories by them. And then I ended up getting like two like mini diamond painting kits, which I was really surprised about. I honestly, though, have not had time to go through like sort of my like little, not little, but the gift pack that I had won like officially. So I think I want to film just sort of like that about that, or film an unboxing because I still have that Margaret Morales and the Trick or Treat Wilhelmina that I wanted to showcase. We will see. Wednesday for sure will be my filming day. I also just need time to like sit and film videos ahead of time because that's normally what I do for the Thursday. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I will get there. But yeah, so in diamond painting news, my Creations Moran order came, which included this, my little, that's what I'm going to call it, holder. And I did order another one of their tray towers, which I've already put my trays in it. So I don't have that to show you. But anyway, so that came, and then I was really bad. I actually ended up ordering a kit from Diamond Art Club, which was sort of unexpected, but I was scared it was going to go out of stock again. I ended up ordering Witchy Greenhouse by, I can't remember the person's name, but it's the one where like the witch is like sitting in a greenhouse and there's like little ducks with her and she's like reading a book on a couch. It's really cute. Um, but it came back in stock and I was hemming and hawing. And then I was like, you know what? Screw it. Because I missed out on like a couple of the kits that I really wanted. I missed out when they were first released. So, which is literally, it's only three Margaret Morales paintings and then this Witchy Greenhouse. So I'm like, you know what? Witchy Greenhouse is in stock. I haven't ordered in a while. I will pick it up. That's my treat to myself. So I ended up ordering that one. And then it's already shipped apparently. It's coming, I think it's supposed to come by Thursday of this week, which I'm excited for because as much as I want to kit it up, I know I shouldn't kit it up because I already have three kits kitted up. But it's definitely a kit that I want to work on relatively soon. How soon, I don't know. But it's just really cute. So we'll see what happens. Um, yeah, but like honestly, I haven't really been ordering a whole lot because, like I said, I want to work through my stash and I just want to enjoy the diamond painting accessories that I currently have. So, yeah. But I mean, in my defense, my Creations Morin order that came in was needed because one, I got my little putty thing, which I've turned into like a drill catcher. And then I did order the table clamps. Um, which have honestly been the greatest purchase of life because my diamond painting space, like with the canvas, it is much better organized. I don't know why I didn't think to order something like that sooner, but my canvas is no longer bunched and there's no big crease lines in it. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But anyway, let me just grab some of my tea. But yeah, so other than that, nothing else too crazy. A lot of people are wondering when the Diamond Art Club Halloween drop will be. I'm honestly really curious because I remember voting for, I think there was like one or two Lady Holly or Miss Holly diamond painting kits, or images that were in voting for like to get turned to diamond paintings. And as most of you know who have been here for a while, my all time favorite artist is Miss Holly and Margaret Morales. Um, so I'm really curious to see if the Miss Holly one gets turned into a diamond painting. I believe it was the picture where Wilhelmina, that's her main character, and the little corgi are like on a broomstick, like flying. I think that was the one that was in voting for Halloween. I can't remember. But there was also like just some really cute, like non spooky, like not scary, but just cute. I don't know what I just did. I just screwed up my drills. But there was like some also really just cute little ghosty Halloween images, like these type of ghosts. They're just really cute. Um, which if they get turned into diamond paintings, I would be tempted to pick one up. But at the same time, I would not be working on it this year. That's for sure. Um, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay. This is, there we go. Okay. I think I'm like almost done with this color. And then I would be on the next color. But yeah. In terms of other diamond painting news, honestly, I think my diamond painting slump is over. I have been really motivated to just work on this painting because Friday, before I did go to the Taylor Swift movie, and so what had happened is I got home, I took my nap, and then I woke up, had dinner, and I still had time before I left for the theater. So I was like hardcore working on this diamond painting, hence why I'm finally on a new row. And then when I kitted up this, not kitted up, but prepped this row, I realized I was like, oh, it's not really that bad in terms of confetti. Like now I'm just motivated to work on it. And then it doesn't help that when I set up the table clamps, I like had to unroll the canvas because normally I have the canvas like creased and then it's like folded in half on my table and then normally there's a big crease line and it's a whole situation. But anyway, when I unfolded it and realized, I'm like, oh, I'm finally like 1/3 of the way done. So yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, the motivation is high. Um, yeah, so we'll see. We will see how far I get, but I don't know. I mean, I'd like to have this one done preferably before November because come November there is like a holiday canvas in my stash that I really want to work on. Well, not a holiday canvas, but it's sort of like a wintry scene that I do want to work on. So I do want to focus on trying to, finish up with some of my whips, except that mystery kit. That's the only kit that I'm like, I'll get around to it. Although I did see someone finish it, and now I'm like, oh, it's really cute. Um, so yeah, we'll see. But it is a beast, and I can only handle so many large paintings at a time. But yeah. Well, I also want to finish this because when I film my bi-weekly or not bi-weekly, bi-monthly month in review, then I'll actually have something to say, look, I finished. Yeah. Oh, the struggle is real. I'm telling you. But hey, like I tell myself, diamond painting is not a race. It's about your personal enjoyment. I am not competing. I'm just trying to enjoy my crafting experience. Although, since I've decided to like not worry about the fall events that I wanted to participate in, and I've just been diamond painting for fun, I do feel a lot less pressure to finish my kits. I know the DP Craft Along event finished. I ended up not submitting um, a finish for that because honestly, one, I didn't finish my coloring page that I said I wanted to do. And two, I had really lost motivation at that point. And now I have motivation to finish this. But we'll see. I'm definitely no longer participating in drills and chills because I haven't watched like any of the event videos. I have no idea what's going on. I've been really behind actually on my YouTube videos because the past couple of weekends I've just been so busy. And normally I diamond paint before I go to work. But unfortunately, I've been sort of sleepy, so I've just sort of been staying in bed a little longer before I head to work. And then I also normally get done a lot of diamond painting on the weekends, particularly in the mornings. Um, But the past couple of weekends, I've had to travel, or well, not really travel, but like drive to be somewhere for like 9:30, 10 a.m. And because of that, I have not really been diamond painting. So I'm really hoping this week, and also Thanksgiving weekend, it'll be good. I'll just get done my crafting. But yeah. So anyway, that's what's been going on in my life. In terms of what I am watching, it has not changed. I am still deep in my below deck. But in terms of what I'm reading, I finally did finish Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Amazing book, absolutely loved it. And I also managed to finish Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Beautiful book. I cannot wait for the sequel for that. And what I am currently reading is a horror thriller book. It's called The Troop by, I believe it's by Nick Cutter. It's it's interesting. It's set in Canada, which is really cool. Um I'm not too far into it. I like just started it on Thursday. Um but yeah, so that's what I'm reading. I still have to finish Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. So I think I'll just focus on those two books for now. Oh no, I lied. There's one more book that I'm reading. It's called Blood Orange. I can't remember the author though, but it's for my dark romance book club. And that book right now, it's not, I wouldn't consider it like that spicy. Like there really isn't a lot of spice. And I'm not finding it, like it just feels more like a urban fantasy romance. So I don't know how it fits into the dark romance category. But then again, I just started it. So we'll see. I think I'm only on chapter 3. Yeah, because I started it, but then I put it down because I wanted to read The Troop. Yeah, I don't know. I'm all over the place. But that's what's been going on. Those are the books I'm reading. Hopefully tonight I will get done more reading because it is currently 8, just at almost 8:15 at night. So I'll be heading to bed soon. Probably once I'm done my tea, which I don't know if you can see, but it's in like my cute little ghost mug. I don't want to tip it because then I'll spill the tea everywhere. But he's holding a pumpkin. Like he's just so cute. Anyway. Alrighty. Well, on that note, I am going to wrap up before I ramble anymore and this just gets sort of delulu. But oops, this is what I accomplished. It's really pretty, I think, these colors. Now, if you did enjoy today's Whip and Chat, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support does mean the world to me. Of course, if you are looking for more diamond painting content, you can find me on my Instagram at ShineBrightDiamonds 2023. So until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye, everyone.